decided to look into some means of going pesticide-free in your garden. One method is called companion planting, and it's a way that plants can interact with each other by providing benefits to the soil that they're in, sharing nutrients. So you might put shallow-rooted plants near deep-rooted plants, for example. It's believed that it actually makes some crop species, when they're planted next to each other, other ones taste better. They also enhance soil minerals and nutrients and attract beneficial insects, and even possibly deter non-beneficial critters. So one example of a plant species that would be nice to have in your garden, and there's native species probably of yarrow that are in your area, is that yarrow attracts ladybugs. And ladybugs are desirable to have in your garden because they eat aphids. Now, if you have cockroaches in and around your home or in your garden, bay leaves to deter them. So this could be an experiment you could try, pretty cheap and simple. And if it doesn't work, you can still use your bay leaves for cooking. Basil, it is said to help with crop plants when it's planted near things like carrots, for example, asparagus, onion crops, as well as tomatoes. Basil will help attract beneficial insects to help these crops. And bees like basil as well, and bees of course are beneficial to your garden for their pollinating abilities. Marjoram, it's sort of a generalist in that it helps with a lot of plant crops that you would have in your garden or in your flower beds, and is said to repel a lot of insects. But most importantly, it's going to attract the bees, which are, like I say, very desirable. And there's many mint species, from pennyroyal to peppermint. This one specifically is spearmint. And it helps when it's planted near cabbage and believed near tomato crops to be beneficial to those species, and is said to repel things like ants and black flea beetles, the cabbage moth, or sorry, cabbage maggot, mosquitoes, and aphids as well. Chives and other species in the onion family are desirable to use next to apple trees, roses, as well as carrots. This is a fern leaf dill. Again, there's many different types of dill, but they grow really easily and well in your garden. And things like dill, and back to our basil, sage, our marjoram, and even our mints, they all attract bees. A rosemary, again, very fragrant, excellent for cooking, as well as some of the cosmetic recipes. And this is said to repel the cabbage moth, bean beetles, and carrot flies. You know, one of the many reasons, really, of going organic in your garden is that you stand to benefit from the crops that you harvest. So if you've ever seen the list of the 12 plants and crops that you should actually be eating organic if you can't afford to buy them all, some of them are right here. So ones that are traditionally high in pesticide loading are things like carrots and apples, things like strawberries and grapes. And these are all things that if you're now growing basically organic in your garden, these are great because these are ones that are traditionally absorb a lot of pesticides or have a lot of pesticides used on them.